Hey Tracy, Repchuck here. So excited you could join me today. I'm going to be talking about Facebook Live, how to engage your audience, soar with confidence, and reach millions with your message. So why should you care about Facebook Live? I hope by being on this webinar that you're already aware that there is something that you should know. I can tell you without a doubt that can my team please mute yourself so you can come in and out? Thanks. I can tell you without a doubt that there is one tool you should master. It's this one. As someone who has been in technology for over 30 years, I can spot trends that are here to stay, and this is definitely one of them. So what that means to you is using and learning this tool is critical to the success of you and your business. And hopefully by the end of this webinar, it will be obvious why that is so. And so the other thing I want to mention is this webinar is interactive. I'm going to ask you questions and you'll post your reply in the chat area like we did kind of before we started off. I'm going to conduct a couple of polls, and then if you also have questions, I'm not going to be answering during the presentation, but I'll answer as many as I can in the at the end of the webinar. And so in the meantime, if you are back there chatting, you're going to be meeting my team members, Denise Mando. I've got Karen Graves back there, and Dave, who many of you will know, is back there as well. So feel free, you can connect with them and get to know them. So one of the questions that somebody asked right off the bat is, what is Facebook Live? I'm going to be going into detail on what is that. In simple terms, Facebook Live is like YouTube on steroids. Now, early adopters of YouTube, which this is what you will be for Facebook Live by attending this, have made millions leveraging that platform. All right, so let's take a look here. In the chat box, what I want you to do, head over there now. If you can name the next 3 people that I show you in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to give the first person to do that a free ticket to my 3-day training coming up in Hollywood, which is, $1,000 value. All right, so here we go. And my Denise or Dave or one of my team members will actually be monitoring the chat forum, and they will let me know who got it if anybody does, okay? So here we go. You need to name all 3 of these people. You can use their name or their YouTube handle. I don't care which you come up with, and you have 10 seconds. Here we go. All right. Hopefully this is enough time for you. Okay, Denise, did anybody get it?
No, I see. I don't know them. I see one person says only know Red. No idea, not a clue.
Okay, well, here's what's really cool about this.
John, Joe, Bill. That was a good guess, Bruce, but I don't think so.
I honestly, and here's the cool news about this. All right, nobody was able to get this, and honestly, I expected that because these guys target very specific markets. So if you're not in their market, then chances are you may not know them. However, these are the top earners on YouTube and ones with billion number views. All right. I mean, literally, type yes in the chat box if your life would be different if a billion people got your message. Facebook has over 1.7 billion monthly active users and a billion active daily users. So this is very real on this platform. And here's why I selected them. Because they're focused on a niche, just like you are. So you don't have to be known to the world to be even making the impact. They leveraged YouTube as an early adopter. And with Facebook Live aiming to beat YouTube for volume, this is now the time for you to jump in and achieve the goal you want to set. So let's take a look at who these guys are. All right. The first guy is called PewDiePie, Felix Gelberg, right? Here's what his page looks like. Quite simple, really, right? You'll notice, though, one of his videos got almost 16 million views. Crazy amount of followers, just insane. And he made already, to date, $124 million on YouTube. I think I'm doing something wrong some days, right? I should have just done what these guys did. Here's another guy. Here's the other guy. This is guy number 2. James Wilson Jr., 1.38 billion views, 3 million total subscribers. What does he do? He just shows videos of him playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Man, if you didn't think your kids sitting in the chair playing video games could pay off, tell them to follow this guy. Here's his channel, 660,000 views on one of his videos, and of course, the 3 million subscribers. And his handle is Uber Haxor Nova. $3.5 million on average he makes a year. Here's the other guy, Dane Bodegeimer. He does this cute little show that he started, with oranges and stuff like that. I mean, how simple can that be, right? Your kids playing, and they come up with this. All right. His show took off so big, they booked him for the Cartoon Network. So if you're wondering if things can work out for you, this is proof that it can. And on average, he makes $3.5 million a year. Here's his show, Annoying Orange. And again, almost 3 million views on one of the episodes. Crazy results. But these guys were very early adopters, just like you guys are going to be on Facebook Live. Okay, who are these two? Post in the chat on who these two are. This might be a little more fair for you. Anybody get these guys, Denise?
Oh, yeah. Kathleen, Justin Bieber, Bieber and Susan.
That's right.
Bieber and Susan. Yeah, everybody just about. Sharon,
Exactly.
Angela,
Nice.
Richard, everybody sees them. Yep.
Okay, so here's my point here, all right? These are people that you do recognize. Justin Bieber was 15 years old when he was discovered on YouTube, okay? Actually a guy from Stratford, Ontario, which is just down the road from where I used to live before I moved to the U.S. And Susan Boyle. Now, Susan was on Britain's Got Talent, so you might think, oh, she was on a TV show already. I can tell you without YouTube, we never would have heard of Susan Boyle. She may have become something in the UK, but here's what happened, is she became an instant worldwide sensation with the most viewed video in history at that time. Now it's like Gangnam Style, because of YouTube. I mean, 197 million views. That's how she became the star and the worldwide phenomenon that she did. Okay, so, here's the big reason you want to get this tool right now, before their competition does. Okay, now there are over 100 million views watched each and every day on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg talked about how powerful video is, and particularly live video, at his last Facebook summit. Now, he specifically stated that we are at the beginning of the golden age of video, and that he thinks in 5 years that Facebook will be predominantly video-based content. Think about the first 5 years of YouTube and what that meant for early adopters. It meant success beyond their wildest dreams. And that, again, is why you want to get started now on Facebook Live. Okay, so there's the number one reason. Okay. But the reality is, and I know many of you are feeling this, especially when someone is asking me what even is Facebook Live, right? Constantly, you turn around and for God's sakes, there is another social media platform you are supposed to know. Talk about overwhelming. So what I want to do here, I'm going to take a quick poll. I'm just going to pop out here and take a quick poll. I want to find out, let's see, how you're feeling right now about your social media in general. Okay, so do you have your social media under control? All right, and so I'm gonna just give you a few minutes to answer this. So it's either, hey, I understand where my target is and what platform to use. I have opened up all accounts, but really don't know what to do. My social media is all over the place. I have no idea why I'm doing social media, and social media is a waste of time and I hate it. I'm going to read you some results. I'll give you a few minutes when I see it's over a certain percent that have voted. Awesome. Okay, we're almost there, and then I'll shut the votes. Okay, cool. Here it is. 12% understand social media. So you're feeling pretty confident, and that's great. 67% have opened an account but have no idea really kind of what to do with all of this. You're going to love this. 19% said my social media is all over the place. And 3% said, I have no idea why I'm doing social media at all. What's funny is nobody said it was a waste of time. I actually love that result because it does tell me that you may not know what you're doing, but you know that there's some importance here, and it really is important. Okay, cool. So good. So what I want to hear from you then is, what do you really want? Okay, what are you hoping that a tool, social media maybe in general, um, will get you in your business? And I'm gonna ask Denise, maybe when you type that in, Denise, maybe you read a few of these out for me. What are you looking for? Because I want to make sure that if this or anything I'm going to talk about tonight isn't going to satisfy what you're looking for, I can always either tell you privately later or plan another webinar if it comes up.
So Linda says increase revenue. Norman says simple, clean channel.
Okay.
Ron says book sales.
Okay. More
How to use
sales.
Facebook without getting sucked in and wasting time. That's the rock.
Mm-hmm.
The rock.
Very good.
Bring in more clients and sales.
Yes. Excellent.
More engaged with community.
Perfect.
Conversions and communication.
Yep. Excellent. Okay, cool. Good.
Marketing. Yeah.
We're on the right track here. All of that we're gonna kind of address all of that here. So here's kind of what these were some of my assumptions on what do you really want, because this is what most businesses need. You need more leads, you need more reach, you need more engagement, more sales, you need more impact. But the bottom line is, why are you doing all of this? Because you want to be able to support yourself and your family, and you want to fulfill your mission, vision, passion, right? We're here to get a message, to the planet, the world, whatever scope you want to address here. And this is an unbelievably beautiful way to do that. All right. So here's what we're going to cover tonight. Live streaming 101, the use it or lose it, making an impact, how to reach millions, and how to launch your vision. In this section, I'm actually going to tell you how to really knock it out of the park with a very special offer that I'm going to make. All right. So, oh, also stick around to the end, and I'm going to give you a free gift. Okay, it's over 50 pages, step-by-step guide on Facebook Live, because I really do value your time and I appreciate you being here. So I'm going to give you how to access that if you will find that helpful. So who is Tracy Repchuck? If it's okay with you, many aren't familiar with me, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to tell you who I am. I'm actually not going to take you down the sad story lane, but trust me, there's many disasters along the way. I just want you to know when I tell you this, that they exist, okay? In the sake of time, though, I've kind of just given you my highlight reel right now. So I got a degree in computer technology as a software programmer, and I started a software company upon graduation at the age of 19. I have seen every technological breakthrough and been a part of the journey since the inception, pretty much of technology as we know it. Yeah, I was called a whiz kid, weekly in newspaper feature articles, and kind of by the age of 24, I was developing programs for the government, Fortune 100 companies, nonprofits, and the lottery corporation. I'd made my first million by the time I was 24, and I started to appear on TV shows such as Report on Business Television. I launched a book that became the Bible of the internet industry in 2006. And in 2013, Wiley Publishing bought the rights and relaunched, making me a #1 international best-selling author in 5 countries. I went on then to appear on TV as a social media and technology strategist, all of which helped me reach millions with my message. It allowed me to hone and perfect a formula that I actually teach my clients on how to get on TV. Within the first few months of becoming an internet marketer, I had earned 6 figures and won New Internet Marketing Success of the Year by the World Internet Summit. They flew me, all expenses paid, from California to Singapore to appear on my very first stage in front of 3,400 people. That launched a speaking career that I only could have imagined. And now I've spoken in over 39 countries, including recently a keynote and workshop in Brazil just before the Olympics, and a keynote in China. And this literally was a invitation only, and I was talking to presidents, CEOs, and heads of states. Now, after this, from my activities, I actually achieved awards from President Obama in the White House. The biggest thing, though, was TV. And I know you can't hear this video. It's actually on my YouTube, but it's really about the fact that through this, in a very short amount of time, I reached over 20 million people. And that's the exciting part of why I love Facebook Live. So I got to tell you, when doing all the TV is awesome and exciting, and you can't replace that thrill. But here's what it also is: incredibly time consuming. You can travel, 2 days to do a 3-minute spot. That's it. So what I've noticed, though, is you can get kind of this same thrust by starting to build a Facebook Live community. And so it is the power of broadcasting right in your hands. Even more powerful, though, is that for the overuse and abuse of TV watching that occurred in the past, even more so now, video content is uploaded and consumed in 30 days more than all 3 major U.S. networks combined in the last 30 years. That is the volume that we are consuming. We are binge-watching, content-consuming society. This is the information age. And if you have a message that needs to get out, it is time that you jumped aboard and started to put a camera in front of your face and start talking, okay? And we're going to go through this now. So live streaming 101, what is it and why should you care? Okay, so first, a question I got when I was promoting this, and just before this as well, is what is the difference between Facebook and Facebook Live? So I'm going to address that so you don't carry too much confusion in as we go through even. So Facebook is the social media platform, and Facebook Live is the video streaming system that's integrated into Facebook, all right? So you need both, but they serve very different purposes, okay? So live video streaming means that you can stream video from your device, generally a smartphone, to anybody else who happens to have the app installed either on their smartphone, computer, or tablet device as well. So having live video streaming is a bit like having your own TV station. You can broadcast your own programming anytime that you want to anyone who has the equipment necessary to pick it up. However, unlike with a real TV station, you don't need a studio with lots of cameras and lighting. You don't need a lot of expensive equipment and highly trained technicians. You don't need transmissions, and you don't need satellites. With Facebook Live, all you need is a smartphone and the app, okay? Now, the concept of video streaming has been around for a while. So let's take a look at a few of the competitors, because actually Facebook Live is not the first app that has done this, right? Although, I'll tell you one of the major differences in a second. So Periscope, which is probably Facebook Live's closest competitor, has over 10 million users And Twitter purchased Periscope for an incredible $100 million before it even launched. Now, you can see that Twitter saw the power of live streaming actually, even before Facebook did in many ways. But with this app, the video only remains around for 24 hours. So there are some things that Facebook saw with their competition that they remedied immediately. Okay, Meerkat, which is that one there, they launched around the same time and it had about 120,000 users by the end of their first month. Now, there's one called Twitch. Now, many of us won't know this one, but it streams live video games. It had 12 billion users, and that was at the end of 2014. So this one is a crazy one that nobody really hears about unless you're in the gaming industry. Now, Blab is another live streaming app. I loved Blab, and it's connected to Twitter, and it showed great promise with incredible engagement, and the average user spent 65 minutes a day watching videos on this platform. For some reason, though, viewership is declining. And it may be the fact that Facebook Live came on the market, and Blab started to simply go quiet and practically die. Even YouTube now is starting to get into the act. Now, we all know YouTube is like a large video hosting platform. But now they're understanding the value of live streaming, and they have started to select events that they are going to do. And the last one that they did, they got 8 million viewers within just 12 hours of a live broadcast. So as you can see, this is fantastic news because people do see the huge potential of live streaming and they're flocking to it, which is why you should too. Now, Skype in particular has been around for a lot of years. And many people say, you know, well, isn't Skype live video streaming? Yes and no. Okay, you see, Skype limits the number of people you can share your video with. And you can have a one-on-one video conversation with somebody, or you can have a little Skype conference. But it doesn't kind of go beyond that. It's not a large video sharing platform. But Facebook Live, of course, allows everything to be viewed and streamed publicly. People can comment live, and that allows the person who's filming to view and respond to messages in real time. There are over 8 billion video views daily on Facebook Live. YouTube has 5 billion views. So you can already see the speed at which Facebook is going. And here's a really interesting stat. 80% of YouTube's views are from outside of the US. And with Facebook, their largest demographic is actually Canada. So depending if your market is in North America, this tool is already ahead of YouTube as far as kind of conversions could be for you. And here's, of course, the biggest thing that Facebook Live has that the competitors do not. It has the power of Facebook behind them. Okay, so let's take a look at use it or lose it. All right, so it will come down to either you start to use Facebook Live or you lose business to the competition. People are going to be jumping on this and they're going to be leveraging it as soon as they start to understand how it works. All right, so many things I hear from my clients when I say, oh, it's time for you to get on Facebook Live, time for you to jump on a video, is they say, I don't like to see myself on video. Well, I can tell you that right now, for my clients, I say tough. I'm a little hard. I can tell you that you need to get out of your own way and out of your comfort zone. You see, your dreams are just outside of your comfort zone. And the reality is, when you live in your comfort zone, this is what it really looks like. So some of the major reasons to use Facebook Live are promoting you and your brand, okay? Creating a community of people that know, like, and trust you. It is the ability to broadcast your message to the world. Now, a lot of us who are doing landing page and market funnel marketing and email marketing and things of that nature are getting this ability. But here's what we don't have. Our list is our list, right? With Facebook Live, you know, you can hit that news stream like crazy. You can boost and sponsor your Facebook Live and hit even more people well outside of the number of followers you have. And this is why it is the great supplement to traditional marketing. And I say supplement because I don't want anyone to think this is going to replace your marketing. This is an add-on because, again, what do we need to be doing with our subscribers or our viewers? We need to get them into our funnel because we don't own things that are on social media. But it is an incredible compliment. And ultimately, it's for your success. If you don't do this, your competition will. Okay, so let's go over some ideas for using Facebook Live. The first one is like doing a workout. You know, one of my clients is perfect for this, Deanna Hansen. She has, in fact, her site just launched today. If you want to go check it out, blocktherapy.com, which is a fat and pain reduction process that you can be shown how to like lose weight in 21 days. Absolutely incredible through this block, right? So here's why it's great to be showing. If you're the type of person that does workouts, showing it online, it boosts your credibility. It reduces someone else's fear on how to do it or how hard it is. You can be like a personal trainer showing them how, and then, it's like going into people's homes, You can get feedback and answer questions and interact, which means if someone's asking a question all the time, chances are possible purchasers are, and then you need to put that content on your sales page. And you can use it as a teaser to promote a webinar series, a training program, anything that you have. You can say, now this is what we use. This is pose number 3 or something. And you just do this and it, starts to reduce the fat here. But in my system, I actually address 21 areas of fat, and you can get that at you send them to the site, right? Block Therapy Blitz or whatever, wherever you want to send them. Okay. Ask me anything. Okay, so this is another great use. All right, this is really good for you when you are an authority on your subject. Okay, so this is a great option for clients such as Elizabeth Naylor of Purify Me for her nutrition. Andrina Taylor is another great one for this. She does nutrition and weight loss for postmenopausal women. And so what's good about this is the audience can ask you questions and you answer live on the air. You're simply talking about what you know about, and then you will refer them. You can say, hey, go grab my free gift at my landing page, or go and get my system now, and send them to your site. And it really helps to boost credibility that you know what you're talking about. It brings you out of the black box of kind of your own marketing funnel and opens up this unbelievable world for you to lead generate, quite frankly. It is the world's biggest funnel sitting right here for you, okay? It is great for demonstrating how-tos. Like if you are a type of guy to do car restoration, you could be recording things out like that. But here's why Facebook Live is so popular over other options, TV in fact, is it's in real time, and that makes it really powerful because a lot of people are quite cynical when it comes to watching like a how-to video, even on sites like YouTube. And especially on like how-to TV programs, because they know lots of editing and manipulation goes on behind the scenes, which makes them feel like they can't do it, or they see something and they're like, I don't understand what just happened there. How did you get from that to that? Because you might be sitting with these two things in your hand, And it's actually why cooking shows do really well, because you can watch them in real time, even on TV. So imagine being shown, how to get out of pain, like Julie Donnelly of Gelstro at curepainnaturally.com, or even Milton Eady's, #1 dry cleaners in LA for fast premium service. They can have a series of videos telling you how to get out stains, how to prevent stains, how to press a shirt, tons of stuff. The next option is countdowns. Now, you can build a buzz around your product by launching by a countdown. How many days or how many hours there are until your product goes live, and then each day prior to that, you can reveal like a different or interesting fact and things of that nature. It's really cool. You can reveal that your product, is live via Facebook live stream, and you're going to give viewers a discount code or discount coupon at launch. They just got to come and attend. Um, and this can help ensure that the word spreads and you get more viewers at future launches. All right. So whether you're building a holiday or product launch, it's great for events coming up. Such as Kathy Kingston. She specializes in fundraising. Or a book launch, such as Anna Dutra has one coming up. And literally, she's about to end leadership with her book, Lessons in Leadership. So this is a brand that we're going to be launching shortly, and it is a whole new movement for corporate training. It's also great as an interview tool. Now, you can get people to submit questions via the app or, live when you're live on the air. It's a subtle way to do direct selling, as your guest could plug his or her product and people can purchase it via your affiliate link. Now, although in this situation, it's not where you can have you somewhere and somebody else in another place and they can see both of you. That was kind of the beauty of Blab. They haven't got that technology yet. But if you needed to have somebody else on screen, you could pull them up in a Skype video and turn the camera to them when they're talking. And so this is a really fun option for Margot Lovett of kind of Beyond the Interview, and Marlene Gibb, who has access to studios as she's been in television for, over 30 years. And you can do a livenar now. Right now, we're on a webinar, right? Well, a livenar is really all of a sudden you just flip it on you, or you can even promote and schedule something, and then you can talk about it. And it's really good for building your brand, promoting a product, and the audience gets to see you. And so that, again, just makes it more familiar for them, right? So all you have to do is point it at yourself, and boom, you're doing a webinar. So
Oh,
it's good
Tracy, your sound's going a little bit in and out. That
for the whole live in our part. Well, here's what's cool, guys. Is this
no,
will
just for the last couple of.
okay? This will be recording, and what I've noticed is it records clean. For some reason, it might broadcast a little wonky, but at least when you're listening to the recording later. But as you know, I'm up in rural Nova Scotia, and I'm lucky they have phones here, let alone great internet. All right, so for example, so when you're doing a webinar, for training on things, and you may not need as much kind of media as I do. Like, I'm showing you pictures and stuff. If you're the type, coaches and trainers and motivators and inspirers and people like that, you can just get on, turn the camera on yourself and go, right? And so what you do then is you could just send them to your landing page. In my case, when I do anything, I send people to fastactionresults.com as the call to action, just like you would when you're doing a TV, radio, or telesummit. Now, another great use for this is real estate. Okay, so if you're a real estate agent, actually, Tony, great option for you. You can hold up the camera and do a live walkthrough just before an open house. You could do a weekly show from a different home. Hey, Tony Hunthausen here today, and I'm with XYZ Realty, and I'm showing you, blah, blah, blah address. This is a 4-bedroom home, blah, 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 and you're doing a walkthrough with it, right? Now, I know they have the professional videos that people put up on the MLS and things of that nature, but this one allows you to engage more on your own site, on your own, real estate venue, and allows you to promote in social media. You can say, hey, just check out my review or my walkthrough on this property. And of course, you can go into details. A lot of time I've noticed walkthroughs, there's scans and spans of different areas. You can actually walk somebody right over to the sink or right over to the wine cooler or right into this, the wine cellar or out on the patio or, sit on a deck chair and give them the experience of actually living there, and it's far more powerful and it's a great selling tool. And Facebook Live is terrific too for offline businesses. So let's say you wanted to demonstrate the steps of a makeover, while showing, of course, how well you do it. Or hairdressing or salon or how to cut certain ways, It's great for business promotion. For example, I have an amazing client called Lori Hart who has a spa and makeup business. And what I love about Lori is it's all natural solutions and ingredients. She shows and can educate on the horrors of Botox, facelifts and show you all of the alternatives, which not only get you better results that are less harmful, but of course, can save you thousands of dollars and help you to age naturally. Honestly, it's a surefire customer draw, especially in Lori's case. She has this off the hook technology right in her spa. She could spend a Facebook episode on a piece of her equipment that she has there, and people would be fascinated and engaged. All right, take somebody behind the scenes. This is a great option for restaurants, garages, events, anything that people are curious about. You can put up a camera and broadcast. You can choose different times of the day, such as morning soup preparation. And again, one of my friends, Nikki Pena Watana, she has an awesome restaurant in Dallas called Asian Mint, and she does a lot of this activity. And demonstrations, same type of things. You can do this with software. You can, if you have a tool that you use in your business, you could do this. You, of course, can do it for baking and cooking. Anything that is step by step that will help people understand more easily how something is done. And again, Nikki of Asian Mint has done stuff like this with different recipes, such as making her famous pad thai. Now, you can also take them on a tour. Whether it's an area that you live, especially if you live somewhere fascinating, like, a walking tour of Chicago or a trip up the CN Tower in Toronto or, anything like that, your office, places you like to visit, or again, even like one of my clients, Susie Nelson, she is an incentive and group-based travel and event concierge, right? So we have a cruise coming up, Quantum Leap Cruise, and literally, when she's on there, she could broadcast from ports, from the ship, interview people, take people to exotic places, all while promoting her agency. A day in the life. Let me go back on this one. This is a great topic for somebody like Drew Hunthausen. He's blind and partially deaf, yet is a motivational and inspirational speaker. Wouldn't you be interested in what his day looks like? How does he read? How does he follow the instructions I give him? I'm always curious about that. I will literally tell him like 15 things he needs to do at our monthly meetings. I'm like, how do you get all that done? What does he do every day to make us feel grateful? It's what his message is all about. Is gratefulness and no excuses. Okay. And my other client, of course, Mary Stevenson, who's Canada's #1 animal communicator and healer. Who would be interested in seeing what she does and how she does it? Absolutely fascinating. So you think that, honestly, a little bit we live in a voyeuristic society. It is the reason, God forbid, but it's true, that reality shows do as well as they do. It is all that is practically on TV now. It has replaced the normal programming content, and it's because people are interested. And of course, what is cool about Facebook Live is it's pretty real. Obviously, all the stuff on reality TV is somewhat scripted and over dramatized. Another great use is tutorials. Like for example, showing someone how to learn music. Or in the case, again, of UK's amazing Precious Wilson, she can show you how to get in the music industry. Precious is a total rock star who's with a major group in Europe, and she still tours today. And of course, LA-based, our own Kristen Henry King, who inspires with her music as she shows you how to break barriers. Now, Kristen was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she beat it. And so now she's an actress, singer, and speaker at thecurimusic.com. And so this is a great place for her to motivate, inspire, and just talk about experiences she has. Great for a product review. Oh my goodness. This is a grand slam use. You know, when you think of like the infomercial concept, except you want to highlight, of course, the pros and the cons, and then come up with your conclusion, you like buy or don't buy. You could even have an affiliate link if your conclusion is buy, you know. Again, another huge one that is book reviews. It's a great concept for my client, Marcy Bond. She is a traditional publisher who helps upcoming authors to develop their book. And so this is a great way to not only promote her own authors, do a book review on your own author stuff, then do Amazon reviews. You know, go into Amazon, pick like the top book in each category, and say what you really think, and then you can gain credibility and authority. So you could, you know, do a Facebook live on it, and then you could save the video, post to YouTube, post up to Amazon, everything. And so it's just a really cool way to get yourself up there and raise your credibility. You can use it for product launches. Similar to the countdown, you can launch a product, book, program, educate about a mastermind, and even use it to educate on the process of a book launch. And again, mentioned it earlier, it's another great use for my client Anna, who we're going to be doing a bestseller book launch soon, right? So great way to introduce each other to the 10 concepts, the 10 leadership types, as she puts it, things of that nature. All right, the backstage pass. So you can use this for any experience that is fun and unique, okay? So whether this is into a backstage pass for a concert, an event, you know, you can really kind of take them in the back of your business if you want. You know, how do you do inventory, whatever it is. I mean, it's going to be interesting to somebody for sure. And remember show and tell? Well, you can open up your wardrobe and share your latest finds, or show and tell your coins, your stamps, anything that you can collect. You know, this isn't, I mean, obviously I skew most things towards business, but actually if you're a coin and stamp collector that sells your coin and stamps, even better, right? But you can just show and tell it and start to create a following, just to educate more on what it is that you do. Here's one of my favorites, of course, is to inspire, support a cause, promote a theme, motivate. You know, and this is what Dr. Sean Duperon, who is a Pulitzer Prize nominee and founder of Project Forgive. She's one of my friends, and she has millions of viewers see her Facebook Live broadcasts. And she teaches you how to accept the apology you'll never receive. Absolutely incredible. Of course, one of my amazing clients, Frank Johnson, who he has a traumatic brain injury, and so, you know, he dresses as a like superhero to spread his message of turn disability to ability. And Morgan Jones, one of my friends, who has Forever Friday, and she's a company that spreads positive messaging on T-shirts. So you can like be recording and turning the camera and just talking and showing what you're doing today. You know, whatever it is, it's literally only limited by your own imagination. Just about any subject you can think of. Now, step 3, making an impact. So if you don't believe right now that video live streaming can get really big, then consider what would happen if there was a major world event on right now. Let's assume there's a big riot or a demonstration going on somewhere on the other side of the world. And let's imagine that there's someone there who activates Facebook Live and streams exactly what happened. Here's what I really like. It is not a skewed version the news wants you to hear, but you can see it as it unfolds, all right? And then you can judge for yourself, good, bad, whatever. It's literally just like being there, and you would see everything happen unedited in real time. And of course, I would love to see this happen for great and good things too. Good Samaritan type of stuff. And again, such as when a climber took on the Trump Tower. 14 million viewers watched on Facebook Live in a moment's notice. They had almost as many viewers as the top-rated TV shows get on any given night. And so it shows you the impact that something can have when people are interested. So you just have to get your niche and market interested in what you do and have. Just like those guys who are, were the forefront of YouTube. Really, I mean, obviously, I could care less about Grand Theft Auto 5, whatever that is, some sort of video game, but somebody does, and look what the guy turned it into. It's incredible, and that's what you can do too. So really, it's time to turn up the heat in your business. 68% of users are likely to buy a product after watching a video. Can you imagine how much more powerful that will be when you add the power of interaction, which is what Facebook has? So let's take a look at some best practices on how do you do your first, let's say, Facebook Live, okay? So you want to let people know ahead of time when you're going to broadcast so you can get as big an audience as possible. When I did my very first one, I actually didn't let anybody know, okay? So I'll tell you that. I was quiet. I just did it. I was testing everything out, and I continued that until you master it, and then you're ready to say, hey, I'm going to do this, and then you pin it to the top of your Facebook page. Okay, and then you can also, do a shout out to your followers on Twitter. And if you're aiming at a business audience, then make sure you're going to post it on LinkedIn as well. Okay, you can also send it to your email list, just like you would if you were holding a webinar or something. And of course, you should post the date and time on your blog so that your blog followers can tune in, and anybody who happens to find your blog through an internet search, and to tell them when it's going to be happening. Then when you go live, you want to ensure that you have a really good connection, okay? So Wi-Fi tends to work best, but if you can't find a nearby network, then you'll at least want a 4G connection. If you have a weak signal, then the button that you push to start it, the Go Live button, it will actually be grayed out and you won't be able to broadcast. So you want to make sure that you've got that ahead of time before you start to do your broadcast, and you check that. For example, I did a Facebook Live off my parents' deck, and I went and checked and made sure that everything, they had a strong enough connection out there before I obviously started it. You want to write a compelling description, so compelling copy, before going live, because a great description will capture fans. It's the same as anything. It is a headline, all right? So you want to get them to understand quickly what your broadcast is all about, and that means that they're more likely to watch it right through to the end, and they're more likely to hear your message in its entirety. The fourth element is you should ask viewers to follow you and receive notifications when you go live. So as soon as they come on, you can simply say, hey, don't forget to follow and share, right? So you call out your audience, can tap on the follow button on live videos and videos that were live, and they can opt in to get notifications the next time that you go live. Again, it gives them more notice so that they'll know ahead of time. It's kind of like a text message in a way that your broadcast is about to go out. So the other thing you want to do is you want to say hello to commenters and visitors by name, and then respond to their comment, because one of the great things about Facebook Live is that you can communicate with your audience. They can send you comments which you can read as you're making your video, and you can respond to them in real time. And your audience will be thrilled to hear you mention their name and answer their questions when you're live. Number 6. Longer is better. So you should broadcast for longer periods of time to reach more people, because the longer you broadcast in Facebook Live, the more people are likely to discover you, and then they're going to invite their friends to watch as well. Actually, Facebook recommends that you go live for at least 10 minutes and stay live for up to 90 minutes. That way you've got kind of a scope, of time that you can really use. And then logical, but last but not least, Be creative and go live often, okay? So you can try different types of broadcasts. Like you can try giving the talk to the camera or giving a livenar. You could do a how-to, lots of different things to keep your audience interested, to keep them coming back for more. Don't do the same thing over and over because that's just might turn into boring. And you want to do it frequently to keep your audience engaged because honestly, out of sight is out of mind in this industry. And so you want to make sure that you've got people coming back for more and that they see something going on and they're interested. All right. So, how do we reach millions? Step 4. Now, over the past 30 years, I have mastered 4 methods to reach millions with my message for me and my clients. Those are the internet. So that's a branded website, effective landing page and list building, the market funnel, and the social media strategy. The next thing was the launching of a book that got incredible credibility and authority. Then I started the speaking from the stages around the world, and then last but not least, appearing on TV. But the power of Facebook Live and how you can leverage that video to YouTube. That's one of the best things you can do, which is the second largest search engine in the world. So you garner the benefit of going live on Facebook because they're going to promote you like crazy because you are, one of theirs. And then you can, duplicate it over on YouTube and then use it for all the other social media as well, including your blog to penetrate Google by using keywords and the video, which is, of course, the largest search engine. Then you have the formula for massive impact and reaching millions with your message. This right here is like the lock and load of expansion in your business. And so global reach. Here's what's really cool, and I've only ever seen Facebook do this, is it's almost guaranteed, given Facebook is the only social media platform with a map that displays all around the world Facebook Live broadcasts that are happening. And literally, Mark Zuckerberg will try again to launch his own satellite into space to handle the volume he anticipates. He is positioning Facebook to be the most powerful interactive video broadcast platform on Earth. So, are you ready to get started and promote brand you? Denise, let me see some yeses in the chat area. I want to make sure everyone's like getting this. You've got to know Facebook Live. You got to get out of your own way. You got to point that iPhone at you and you got to hit record. So let me hear some yeses. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
They're pouring in. Judy's a yes. Sirach's a yes. Kathleen's a yes. Michelle Joy is a yes.
Awesome.
They're just pouring in. Everybody's a yes.
Okay,
Loving
good.
it.
Love it, love it. Well done, guys. I'm really glad, because the bottom line is to be successful, you need to be an early adopter and break away from the pack while you can, all right? Not a lot of people are doing this yet. We are at the forefront, just like those YouTube guys are. This is why I got so excited about this. This will move you from the sea of sameness to specialist, expert, and authority. And with all of this comes more money. All right? So it's time to see yourself playing a bigger game. But here's the thing. Facebook Live, as much as I love it, and you need to know this, it's just the tip of the iceberg. To effectively utilize it, you must understand where you should be, where your audience is, and how to leverage what you're doing on all the social media platforms. How do you, take that Facebook Live and put it into YouTube and then spread it into Google Plus so that you leverage Google and then post it on your blog, all of it. You need to know that whole series and how that works. So to effectively utilize it, I want to make sure that you understand all of the different social media platforms, which is why I developed a system called the Science of Social Media. So if I have clients already on the call right now, you have this. So don't go rushing off to buy, because a lot of times I give so much with my programs that you may not realize you have it. So all of my Instant Online Impact members, you already have this. So be excited when you're about to see what you already own. And for those of you who don't have this, get excited for what you are about to get. Now, when you get this system, you will get everything you need for Facebook Live. I've got you covered, okay? The guide, video trainings, cheat sheet, mind map, resource guides, the works. But what good is that if you don't even understand, like a couple of people indicated at the beginning, what is even Facebook, right? I need you to understand Facebook. So I'm giving you everything that you need for Facebook. In fact, I've gained international attention because of articles I've written on this subject. You will get the same details for Twitter, plus a video strategy. See where it says understanding Twitter video? Whenever there's an understanding video, that means I took the time to do a video for you just on strategy. What do I do with Twitter? I can tell you now what I do with Twitter, and I use it as a lead gen to drive people to my landing page. I'm going to show you in that how do you do that? How do you go find your target market and start hauling them into your funnel? Then LinkedIn. I have made almost $1 million from LinkedIn thanks to deals and speaking gigs that I've gotten. I show you the details of how I constructed my profile along with a checklist so you can follow along. And in fact, I'm also creating more data for the LinkedIn for a marketing perspective that I'm going to be adding to the system shortly. Same for YouTube. You know, how do you master the #2 search engine in the world? And notice there's an understanding YouTube video. What am I doing on YouTube? All right. Then Google Plus. All right. Google Plus is a massively underestimated and underused social media platform. Again, like Facebook Live, if you are not using Google Plus, you are missing out on the only social media platform that allows you to get indexed by Google. And why? Google owns them, right? So everything you do needs to also be going to Google Plus. And I explained to you the importance of this and how to create this powerful relationship between YouTube, Google Plus, and Google. All right, that's the trilogy of search engine, right? That's how you get found by people that don't know you. All of that is in here. I'm going to give you, and again, I've gained international recognition for magazine articles that I've had published on Google+. Same with Instagram. Everything that you need for Instagram. All right, you're going to get full detailed training for Periscope. Again, it is similar to Facebook Live, only it's for Twitter, okay? And I've gotten international recognition for articles I've written on this platform. And last but not least, you're going to get everything you need to know about Snapchat. If your target market is the millennials, this is your platform, okay? So you would leverage Facebook Live, Facebook, and Snapchat. Alrighty. Now, I have close to like 1,000 video testimonials and third-party testimonials, all right? Which mean, what do I mean by third-party? It means they're posted on other sites. These aren't even on my sites. I'm grabbing them from out on the internet from people that have either bought my system or saw me speak and felt compelled to leave me a testimonial. But a recent testimonial that I got from one of my clients is Jim Meskimen, and you may know his mom. She's Marion Ross from Happy Days. He literally got 30 speaking gigs in the first 6 weeks of his new website being launched, and already the next following year was completely and fully booked. He also has over 15,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And I mean, imagine, what the results can be when you get this whole thing understood and laid out for you, especially as an early adopter. Okay, but I want to give you more. I'm going to double my offer. Not only are you going to get the entire science of social media, but I'm going to spend 3 days with you in Hollywood, California, taking you from the message you need to convey, which means I'm going to help you formulate that message, to details on how to get on TV, publishing, speaking, online marketing, landing page and list building, social media. We go meat and potatoes on all of it so that you have the entire 4 Reach Million strategies in detail, those ones that I showed you, so that you have the complete online blueprint when you leave. Intense, life-changing, empowering, transformational results guaranteed. This came from my clients. Again, there are tons of testimonials from people that attended this event and will tell you this is not just training, this is life-changing. The 3 days. This will be about the 15th time that I have done this event, and I can't wait to meet you and for you to be there with me. You see, this is the blueprint we're going to cover at the event. Now, I show you this because as awesome as social media is, you can see it's only one of the pieces that you need. So I want you to have it all, right? So click yes in the chat box if you are the type of person that wants it all. Denise, let me know if there's anybody out there that wants it all. I know if I was there, I'd be typing yes right now.
Oh yeah, Ron, Jocelyn, Linda, Precious. We know her, right?
Oh, yes,
Cheryl,
yes.
everybody's a yes. Oh, they're pouring in all the yeses.
Awesome. Great. Because this is the important part right here that happens at Business Online Mastery. So I'm just going to give you a ticket with this system because this is the formula to help you make money while you sleep and play. Now, because your business is only as strong as the weakest link, I can build up your Facebook Live and your Facebook, and we can get one thing going, but we need to have the whole thing. So when you get the Science of Social Media with the ticket to my 3-day event held in the heart of Hollywood, California, right on Hollywood Boulevard, in fact, you're going to, when you get it today, save over 90%. You're not going to pay $19.97, okay? You're only going to pay, get ready, $197. You're not going to see this again. This is a I'm coming out party here for the celebration of Facebook Live, the game that this is about to change. And I want you guys in it with me. And here's why. I know you're the game changers. I know you're the healers, the practitioners, the people that care for the planet. You're the ones that are going to turn everything around. We're at a tipping point. I need you guys to get yourselves onto platforms and organized and structured in a way that gets you out there. And so I'll tell you, if you go to quantumleapproducts.com/offer, you go straight to a buy now button there, $197 for everything. And here's why I'm telling you about this right now before we continue along. Is there's a fast action bonus for the first 10 buyers. Okay, so if you want what's gonna come up that is worth definitely at least $1,000 for those first 10 buyers, I would recommend that you go and grab this now and just relax while it's all unfolding, because you're going to get everything. As I keep talking and giving things, you're going to be getting it. Okay? But here it is. Do you want more? And so here's what I want. If you want more, I want you to put more in the chat box. Because right now I could give you your free gift and we could call it a day, and this is a great price already. Okay? But if you guys want more, I want to get a feel for whether you are all full up or would you like me to sweeten the pot? Because I would love to triple my offer for you. So Denise, is there anyone out there that
They
would
want
like?
more.
They want more?
They want
Okay.
more.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they want more.
I'd like to give more, girls. So this is perfect for me. And here's why I want to give you this gift, all right? It is called FTC Guardian. It is a software that generates all the online forms you need to protect yourself from the Federal Trade Commission, okay? Here's why you need this, all right? You may not know it, but your sites could be open to problems right off the bat. You know, if you have testimonials up there without the proper disclaimer, the FTC could come along and fine you. And I mean big. I have had internet marketing friends whose companies were bankrupted without the proper disclosure. This program was written by my one of my friends. He's my lawyer buddy. His name's Chip. And I'm giving you a free membership to this program called FTC Guardian. All you do is you log in, you fill in the blanks, and it generates all the code. Then you can put that code on every site you have, and you never have to risk the wealth and business that you fought so hard to build. I want to put this in too, because even though it, quite frankly, kind of has nothing to do with social media, I am encountering way too many sites that are exposed to this problem, and I want to close the gap right now. And so that's what I'm doing here for you. So this is a whole value, $2,500. Again, you know the price, $197. And so if you head to quantumleapproducts.com/offer, $197 for everything. And I want you to secure your spot because...
Tracy, can you, a couple people said that the link, they're trying to do it and it's not clicking. So
okay.
Can we, yeah, we need to get the right link in the chat box and then everybody can click through.
Great. Well, what I will do, I'm sure Dave's on that right now. I'm going to test it out. It is, what did I say? Quantum, and it does not have to be capitals. In fact, it shouldn't be. Sorry. I do that to just show you. Products. I bet it's products. Let me go check what I put. /offer. That is it. Okay. Let me go back here. Oh, no, I do have an S. I thought that's something that I would have done is forgotten the S. So here's quantumleapproducts.com. So let me show you, quantumleapproducts.com/offer. So type that in. If you're still having problems, I wonder if this is, I've given you that page because it's going to a sub page. I'm going to see if I can post this in the area right here. This is the direct page right here. I'm going to send it to all. It's in the chat area. Okay. Now coming back in, guys. Here we go. Thanks for letting me know. Any problems, just let us know. And so I'm going to tell you right now, if you're one of those people that were trying to get in as 10 and some reason that link did not work for you, you just let me know and I'm going to honor that as well for one of the fast action buyers. Okay, I don't want anyone to say I tried, I couldn't get the link going. If you tell me you tried, I will give the fast action bonus to you as well, even if we're over 10. Okie doke. So I'm here we are. Okay. So again, I'm going to give you 2 more bonuses. All right. The first one is for the fast action tape curse. That's coming up. So again, if you have already bought, congratulations, because this bonus will automatically be yours. And if you're thinking about buying, again, go now because it's going to be coming up. So, and you know what, if you've bought and you already know that, put it in the chat box. I'd love to acknowledge you and let others know that some of those spots are gone. Okay, so here we go. Here's
my good friend Carrie.
Yay!
Carrie was one of the first.
Way to go. Well done, girl.
And Linda, yes, congratulations, Linda, Judith, Cheryl. Congratulations.
Good job, guys. All right, so I'm about to hit what you guys are going to get. Here we go. Okay, so here's what I want to do for you.
Yay.
I don't want you to worry about time, all right? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to waive the 1-year license and give you lifetime access to the system, okay? So that value is priceless. Here's why that's really great. Those who bought this first version, they have already received an additional 31 video trainings for Periscope, Facebook Live, Instagram, and Snapchat, along with guides, cheat sheets, checklists, and more. And so you will continue to benefit as new platforms are added. You automatically get them. And I think it's pretty safe to say that more platforms will be coming. All right? So, you like that? Yes or yes? Now, how many think you can save hundreds of dollars and knowing you will get the information you need in the future on social media out of something you already paid for? And even more valuable, I'm actually going to be turning this entire system, the science of social media, into a membership site and charging a monthly rate. You will never have to pay a monthly fee. You will get lifetime access and it's unlimited. So now for the final bonus of the night, and it's a doozy, but it's only for the first 10, or those of you who tell me that you tried and couldn't get in, okay? We're going to have arranged for you an online review of your assets, your brand, social media, website, market funnel, and keywords. It's $1,000 value. Someone from my team is going to get on a recorded call with you and go over the results with you. So you will know exactly what your next step needs to be to increase your conversions. And here's what I know for a fact. Of all the reviews I've done, and I have done thousands, over 92% of them had weak points so deep that they were losing thousands of dollars. They were losing clients, speaking engagements, and referrals in under 7 seconds. And don't let that be you. Because what you don't know, you don't know. All right, so I recommend you get this now. Make sure you're a fast action taker. Get all the bonuses, lifetime access to the system, 3 days of live training with me in Hollywood, California, and a website review. So you can successfully engage with your prospects, soar with confidence, and reach millions with your message. Because if you don't do it, your competition will, and they may just be on this call. And if you ever wanted to have a crystal ball on the future of your business, this is your chance. All right, so the last thing I'm going to give here is I'm going to complete the whole system, put a big bow around it by giving you my weekly social media planner, all right? So that you know exactly what you need to be doing every week of the year. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for sticking around. I have covered as much as I can, and I hope you found it useful. And in a few minutes, I'm going to take a few questions about the system, clarify anything you need, and stuff like that. And for those of you who have already purchased, you're literally good to go. What's going to happen is an email will arrive, and you'll get immediate access, okay? And in fact, if we have a few minutes, I'll even show you what the system looks like, okay? And if you're among the first 10, we already have that recorded. You'll be getting access, and then we'll be following up with you to book your review call. I'll be taking a look at everything, and then you'll get your call booked, all right? And again, if you want this, simply text GO BIG to 310-879-1975. And that's all I've got for now. So I'll quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out of here, pop into the system for a second, and if Denise has any questions for me from the platform, she can let me know. And for those of you, what I'm showing you here is access. We've already come in. I've already come in as a member. If you wanted to just have a sneak peek at what the system looks like, okay. I actually talk about how to do brand alliance as well. There's that you're going to get. Plus, here's what it looks like. Like if we were to just pop into Facebook, for example. So you've got about Facebook. Yeah.
Tracy, was it go big or go live?
Oh, it is.
Into text.
Oh, did I type go live?
Because you said go big, but the slide said go live.
I think it's
go
live. Big. Is it go live?
Oh,
no, it's go big. Okay, let me go to my phone.
Go big.
I'll do a quickie little look. I think it's go big.
Thanks, I've
got live on the brain right now, and so I'm surprised I haven't typed that every other second word right now. Okay, so text go live, guys. Immediately, you'll get a reply from me. So you'll know it's working if you get a reply from me.
Yeah.
All right.
And a couple people, if you are having trouble processing, just type your phone number in the chat box, and we'll call you after the webinar's over, and we'll get you processed. So no worries if anybody's having any troubles. Just
Yeah.
type your number and your name in the chat box, and we'll get to you and make sure your order is processed.
Exactly. And as I said, if you were attempting during their time right now, I will also honor. If we go beyond the 10, I will honor that because I didn't want someone to have been eager action taker and then you got locked out or something happened, okay, while you were doing this. Okay. So I'm just going to show you one little thing here. So when you get into the system, you log in, you'll see all your options along here, okay? And then so you'll learn about some stuff about Facebook. You'll download the Facebook Mastery for Business Guide. You'll go and grab your checklist. You'll get your mind map. You'll get the understanding video, how do I use it? And then you'll get the step-by-step training videos for all of the elements you need, okay? And that continues on through, of course, all of these, including the Facebook Live one here. Okay, you get the authority guide, you're going to get the checklist, the cheat sheet, the mind map, and then all the training videos. Okay? So that's a sneak peek, and as you can see, it's starting to be set up now for membership. Because ultimately I'm going to be breaking this into a membership program where I'm going to be charging monthly, but you guys don't have to worry about that. And you're going to be constantly getting all the new social media platforms that are that I'll say that matter. Okay, I test them all out and I take the biggest and the ones that will impact you the deepest. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so if there are no more questions, I'm going to do one last check-in with you, Denise, and other than that, I will let you handle. Thank you so much, Meryl. I really appreciate. She said this is an unbelievable offer. I appreciate that you do see this because it's an offer that I don't make often, if ever. Okay. But I really want you to get Facebook Live. And if I have to, if I have to throw in the kitchen sink for you to do it, that is what I've done. Okay, cool. All right, I'm just doing a quick scan right now.
Oh, Tracy, maybe you can we can just mention the dates
The event?
for the event in California. Yeah, a
Yes.
couple people were asking about that.
It is November 10th to the 12th in California. Okay. In lovely Hollywood, right on the Hollywood Boulevard, attached to the theater, facing the Hollywood sign, across from El Capitan. Incredible location. One of the questions Holly said, is there a way to get this sent by email? It's going to get sent by email. Once you text your number in, it will then request your email address. And it will do both. It will send it to your phone and it will send it to your email as well. Cool. Now the training is immediately for this part. Okay, so you guys can get a jump start. We can get your review done, and then let's get together for the 3-day event. Okay.
Okay, a couple people, it says they're not getting responses from the text, so we'll
Oh,
if
I'm gonna do
yeah.
it. I'm gonna do
So
a chat. I will do a test right now. I'm gonna be Joe Visitor, and I'm gonna go 310. I'm texting 310 879 1975. And if this is the case, I'll go in and correct it, guys. And go big. Let me take go big and send. And hopefully something comes back to me. And if it doesn't, I will go in and fix it, and you'll already be in the system. Okay, so it says, nice to meet you, please respond. Okay, cool. Okay, so I got something. Maybe there's just a delay for you. Go big must be one word together. Okay, that's the only thing I can think of maybe that's happening. See this? No spaces, okay? So all of this together, lower, uppercase does not matter.
Yep, all caps. They need to use all caps. That's what's
Oh,
somebody
that's
just said at
funny.
work
I
they need to
didn't,
use
but
all
hey, if it
caps.
works for all caps, do all caps. Lynn, if you don't have a smartphone, get one. um, okay, cool. And yes, we received notices for those of you who have tried and it's not working. We've got you in our system. You will be honored. For Michelle, obviously you own the system. Do not go by. Trying to get the difference. Okay, sorry, I have both of these up and trying to see the difference. Do you mean you're trying to see the difference between Facebook and Facebook Live? Okay, so I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, Jocelyn, but let me give you a screenshot that I took earlier. Let me just play this for you guys. You have your Facebook, okay? So on your iPhone, you will click on your Facebook, and you see this little man over here in the corner where I've got the one and the arrow. That will appear, okay? And that means you want to go live. When you click on that, it brings up this other screen that you see to the right, and it says, do you want to start kind of broadcasting on Facebook Live? And then you click yes, continue, yes I do, and then what it does is it says, great, type in your name of the event that you're about to put on, and tags if you want, what people you want it to go to, and then click to start, and then you just start talking. Okay, this is kind of as simple as it is, but there's a lot going on that you need to know about as well. So hopefully that helps with any confusion of the difference between Facebook. So Facebook is the platform. Facebook Live is the video streaming add-on to Facebook, okay? And here's the beautiful, powerful part, right? It appears on your Facebook page. So let's just go to the Facebook page. It will appear on your Facebook page as a broadcast. Oh, sorry, it's on my business page. All right, so in this case, if I just go over here to my videos, it's my feature video, and that's like the last Facebook Live I may have done announcing this. So hopefully you can see that this sits on Facebook. The date. So November 10th to the 12th. I'm just quickly going through. Congratulations, Judith. Okay, awesome. Just welcoming some new purchasers. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that's a wrap, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks to my team who is monitoring the back end for me and making sure you guys are all having a great experience. And there will be a replay, and the offer is good for today. I am about to go on another webinar at 9 p.m. Atlantic, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. So if you want to jump on again, by all means, jump on again. If you weren't one of the first 10, and you're still thinking about it, jump on then, and we'll run through this whole thing again. All right. So thanks so much for coming on out, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again shortly, and seeing you in the back end, and hopefully doing a review of the site. Bye for now.